This course begins with the major triad. The word triad simply means a three-note chord. Because we're looking at major triads, this means we're going to be building major chords up and down the ukulele fretboard. As you'll see, these are chords you'll use to play songs in the lessons ahead. Okay, let's start off by learning the G major triad on the bottom three strings. The G major triad has three notes in it: G, B, and D. Let's refer to the fretboard cheat sheet and find a G note on the C string. The G note is on the 7th fret of the C string. This is the first note of the G major triad. Okay, now let's find the next note of the triad, the B note. The B note is on the 7th fret of the E string, right here. So far, we have the first two notes of the triad, the G note and the B note. Okay, let's find the last note of the triad, the D note. The D note is on the 5th fret of the bottom A string. When you strum all those notes together, you get the G major triad. Great job! You're playing a G major triad. Anytime you come across a G major chord in a song, you could play this position. Now you might be wondering about the top string. Don't worry about that for now, we'll add that in later. Okay, this major triad position is considered a root position G major triad. And that's because the notes of the triad, G, B, and D, are arranged from lowest to highest. Now, we can arrange the order of the notes and get other triad positions. So for example, let's take the G, B, and D notes from the G major triad and change the order of the notes to B, D, and G. First, find the B note on the 11th fret of the C string. Then find the D note on the 10th fret of the E string. Lastly, find the G note on the 10th fret of the A string. This gives you a G major triad played in first inversion. So to recap so far, we have a root position G major triad here. And we have a first inversion G major triad up here. Okay, great. Now let's rearrange the notes of the G major triad to D, G, and B. Find the D note on the 2nd fret of the C string. Next, find the G note on the 3rd fret of the E string. Lastly, find the B note on the 2nd fret of the A string. That gives you a G major triad played in 2nd inversion. This should be a familiar position for you. It's one of the most common positions used for the G major chord. Now you might be saying, wait a minute, why is this 2nd inversion played lower on the fretboard than the root position in first inversion G major triads? Well, this is because the terms root position, first inversion, and 2nd inversion aren't concerned with how low or high the position is on the fretboard, but rather the order of the individual notes. This might make more sense by looking at the figures below this video where the G major triad inversions are completely laid out. I really recommend looking at those. Okay, great work with this lesson. Work on practicing your G major triad in root position, first inversion, and 2nd inversion. In the next video, you look at how to turn these triads into movable chord positions. I'll see you there.